Hi there, welcome to this episode of Curious JavaScript. Today we will try to see the different ways of exporting and importing the variables or the functions, and we will try to see the little hacks around it, and we will try to see how to utilize and how not to utilize the same. So let's start with the type 1. I'll be starting with the named exports. So let's suppose you are exporting your variables something like this. Something like this. So your import should be done via destructuring. Why? You cannot directly import something like this. For example, also you cannot import it without the .js extension of the file. It's not. Let's try to do this. See here. First of all, we get the error, the file is wrong. Now let's try to fix that first. Still we are not going to solve this. You need to destructure this first to get the import successfully, and this something like this, right? Now you can also add the last name also here. And you will be able to get both of them, right? So this is how you do the import of a named export. Now let's try to see how you can do the default export. Also, you don't need any kind of this. You can directly do a default export like this. If it was a function, you could have done it like export default function kind of a thing. Two defaults in one file is also not allowed. We'll be seeing this later. To import a default export, you don't need to destructure anything. Also, you can name it anything. For example, let me do it like this. See here, you are able to import it and print it. Now you can name it anything you want. Let's suppose I want to name it any name. This is also allowed. See, this is also allowed. In default case, you can name it whatever you want. Let's see the third type where we'll be having both of these, the named exports and the default one. Then what should we do to import the following things? For example, we are having named exports. Also, we are having a default export. In that case, you can wrap everything into a star. When you do it from a star, basically you get an object from the exporting file, which you can simply use via the properties you have in the object, like the dot notation or the bracket notation. For example, if I want to print the first name, I can simply do details dot first name. If I want to do it with the last name, I can do it like this. Also, for the default, you can do it by the default property exposed from the import. This is how you access the default variable in this case. See here, we are able to get all the details. Also, there is one more concept. We can have the aliasing of any export you are doing. For example, If you want, for any reason, let's suppose this was not first name, this was F name. This was not last name, this was L name. But you wanted to make it a better resounding name with better explainable name, and you do something like this is also allowed. If I just show you this, okay, I have missed the .js extension. See here, we are able to get it. So here, if you try to do the aliasing, the scope of the named export variable gets lost. Like for example, if I try to do something like this, okay, I have missed the other thing. We have to remove the default behavior here, and let's see what happens. See, we are not able to access it. If you still want to access it, you have to import it another time without aliasing it. Then only you will be able to use it. So these are the different kinds of the exports and the different types of imports you can do to utilize them. And these are some of the hacks which you can see that when this will work and when this will not work. So hope that will help you and that will clarify all the export and the import you see all around the applications. Thanks for watching. Do like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel for more such videos.